You're the ones with the best players. These are the best teams. So, at 5, I'm going Seattle. Okay? Not their most impressive win. They let the Bucks hang around. It was sort of messy. It was high scoring, which I love from a fantasy perspective. But Wilson was unbelievable. Do not tell me that this is not one of the best games of his entire career. 5 touchdowns. His connection with Lockett is the best in the league. They have the best chemistry. And he's MVP so far. He has the track record. I can't not put him on the list. He'll do it alone. He doesn't need a team. He will do it alone, and he will make up for the defense that's allowing big plays. And by the way, that young D, I do believe, will make plays, and they do when it matters. At 4,
Who's better than the Seahawks?
I'm going to go Ravens.
All right.
Okay.
But you saw last week they weren't on my list. They're making their debut here on my top 5. Convincing win against the undefeated Patriots. I'm not convinced their run game can be stopped by anyone. Lamar Jackson is, in Belichick's words, a big problem. They have the best corner in the league in Marlon Humphrey. They have a coach who has reworked his entire offense, his entire philosophy to fit his gifted quarterback. They make their debut at 4. So who's at 3?
Okay, so Pats got knocked out of the top 5. Who you got at 3?
No, they're at 3.
What do you got?
Patriots.
Did what?
This was step up. Ravens or Pats, right? That was the whole conversation I was having in my head all night. Did the Ravens do enough to convince me that they are the better team? Not yet. Not with a loss on their record to the Browns. Let's be real here. They're inconsistent, so it's a matter of consistency and trust. Yes, Xerxes can bleed Nate, but not bleed their way out of the top spot in the NFC.
Okay.
At 2, they're happy about this, but they won't because they never are. It's the Niners.
Okay.
They're undefeated. They deserve the love. They went on the road. You can say what they want about the Cards and a rookie quarterback and a rookie head coach. It was a short week. They found a way to win. They leaned on their quarterback, which to me, as you guys know, was very important to see. I need them to be complete. They're winning 1 week with their defense, 1 week with their run game, and then they finally saw what their quarterback can do. And at number 1, nothing.
The Saints.
Hey,
I wanted something to play, but it's not going to play. That's okay. You don't lose your job when you have the day off. I put them there. They were on a bye week. They are tops.
Ho, ho.
It's a high school game.
When you number 1 on the power
Bridgewater
rankings.
On his bye week, yes. When he's number 1 on the power rankings.
Hey, give me that top spot.
That's what I was going for.
When
Thanks,
that chicken
Kyle.
sandwich is back out.
Okay.
Okay, Dave.
That was Nate. That was Nate. Lest anyone be confused, that was Nate.
Listen, I understand the perception here. Their record is not as good as that of San Francisco, who are unscathed, but they have more impressive wins. They have wins over the Texans, the Cowboys, the Seahawks. That loss by the Saints to the Rams was weird. Drew Brees left the game. Teddy Bridgewater came in. Nothing more impressive in the NFL this year than Sean Payton taking his team 5-0 with the backup quarterback and without Kamara for a bunch of it. They're the best team in the
We talk it every day for 3 hours, but Booger
That feels so good to get over with.
McFarland last night said no one's talking about the Saints enough. Is that accurate? Do we feel like we don't do enough Saints? They're number 1 team in the league in your rankings.
I think
They look unbelievable with the backup and now Breeze. Are they somehow underrated despite being the number 1 seed here?
I think our show does a good job. I make a great effort to talk about the Saints and how complete and how great they are. I like the fact that when they did lose Drew Brees for these 5 weeks, the thing that was underrated got the spotlight, and that was their defense. Their defense hasn't allowed a 100-yard rusher since Samaje Perine back in 2017. So the fact that their defense is getting some love, and they were obviously unheralded when you had the future Hall of Famer in there, I think they get enough love. I think people want to see them fail, but they're getting more love than the Rams have gotten all offseason and this season for sure. And that was the team that took the NFC to the Super Bowl.
Okay, so the
When
Packers.
it comes to any consternation that one might have about where to rank the Patriots and the Ravens, if only there was a game, if only they could play in which to determine the field of play who's a better team.
Work. I still think they're the more complete team and they're more consistent. This loss to the Browns sort of shook me the wrong way. I don't think, even if the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football beat the Patriots, I wouldn't put them above the Patriots, and they're just as good and just as inconsistent.
Okay, so the Packers, you mentioned them. They're out of your top 5. That loss was that bad, huh?
Notes because I'm so nervous
I
to face the
understand.
music here today.
A lot of pressure.
It's called Fight. It's in the name of the segment.
Yeah.
Part of it.
Go.
The Packers, they had that loss. Was it that bad to where they have to be out of the top 5?
I think out of the top 5, yeah. I would put them right at 6, which begs the question, where would I put the Chiefs? Probably at 7. They won. But I'd say they'd be at 6 because they laid a complete egg. It wasn't that they lost to the Chargers, Nate. It's how they lost to the Chargers. They looked bad. I'm not saying that they have issues that I don't believe that they can turn around, but you need to really impressively beat the Panthers in Week 10 to work your way above a team like Russell Wilson and the Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens now.
That's legit.
How do you feel? Cut me, Mick?
I feel pretty good. I mean, I put it all on Twitter. There wasn't as much love for the Chiefs as I thought.
You thought people would love it? Yeah.
I thought it would be like, Chiefs, top 5. Nobody's saying that, but I think when Mahomes comes back, it'll be a different story.
How do the Niners fans respond to this?
The
last couple weeks.
I want to love Niners fans. I want to put them all in the headlock.
Yeah.
Look, you're getting
number 1.
You're getting. I understand, but you don't think number 2 is enough love? How do you guys feel about it?
Never mind. The Niners, personally, I don't.
It shouldn't just be the record.
I feel like the weekly rankings, for me, when I did it, they changed week to week. I don't look at the losses because teams change depending on the week. And right now, they're one of the strongest teams.
Niners went head-to-head with the Arizona Cardinals and barely got a win. They barely got a win against Kyler Murray and Cliff Kingsbury. No disrespect to them, but was it an impressive enough win to put them above the Saints, who've beaten the Texans, the Cowboys, and the Seahawks? No, I don't think
But not every Saints win is perfect either. You know what I mean?
And they lost to the Rams. You're right.
No, you're right. This is
I'm right. I think the Saints. I just feel like you put these two teams head-to-head anywhere. I mean, and they, by the way, face each other in a couple weeks. I mean, I think a lot of fans are like, okay, shut up about that. Let's get on the
So if the Saints lose, are they still going to be number 1?
Well, I have my Fleur de Lis tattoo. As Kyle says, I was born in Baton Rouge. Listen, our next guest might not love my top 5. Jerry Rice will probably defend the Niners to the death. The best receiver ever in NFL history joining the show. And you may have drafted him. Is it finally time to break out this rookie?
Motor! He might be the cure.
I think he took the